Chris Sewell here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer in that order. Welcome everyone. Taking a look at 70s baseball, late 70s baseball here, 1975 to 1979, an era when Topps was the sole major card manufacturer of baseball cards. Going to count down the top 20 most valuable cards from those years. Debated whether to use PSA 8 values or PSA 9 values for this list. I originally wanted to use PSA 9, but the Pop Report distorted things. So going with average recent sales and a PSA 8, which I think better represents the era. But we'll show both PSA 8 and PSA 9 values of each card for fun. Topps cards only, and each player can only appear once. So let's check it out. The 20 most valuable baseball cards from 1975 to 1979. Coming in at number 20 is 1977 Topps Bruce Sutter rookie. Sutter's in the Hall of Fame, and this will be one of 11 rookie cards to appear on the list. Sutter had sort of a short career, only played 12 seasons, but like I said, he's in the Hall of Fame. He led the league in saves 5 times, and actually when he retired, he was 3rd all-time in career saves. He's way down that list now, but at the time of his retirement, he was number 3. His 1977 Topps card here in a PSA 8 currently sells for about $79. So in 1975, Topps came out with sort of this interesting subset where they showed all the MVP winners from 1951 to 1975, which was the first 25 years of Topps baseball cards. And you can see some of them here with 1959 MVPs were Nellie Fox and Ernie Banks. In the middle there, Frank Robinson and Roberto Clemente. And the first one, 1951 on the right, 2 great catchers, Yogi Berra and Roy Campanella. There's a bunch of these cards have a bunch of big name all-time great Hall of Famers. Pretty cool subset. But the most valuable of all is one with kind of no surprise, Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron. Those are 2 pretty good names on there. PSA 8 copies of this card currently going for about $83. Number 18 is a card from Tom Seaver, whose rookie card is actually 1967. So these cards are sort of in the mid part of his career. Seaver has the 2nd highest WAR of any starting pitcher of the last 100 years. The only guy ahead of him is Roger Clemens, with PED accusations. So you could argue that Tom Seaver is the best starting pitcher of the last 100 years. I don't think a lot of people think of him that way, but the numbers certainly do. You're looking at some of his cards here: 1975 Topps, 1977 Topps, and 1979 Topps. He spent the best part of his career with the Mets, but also had some quality years with the Reds. You can see the 79 on the right. He's with the Cincinnati Reds. But his most valuable card from this era is his 1976 Topps. Average recent sales of this card in a PSA 8 has been $84. Number 17 is our first of 3 non-Hall of Famers to make the list. A card from Thurman Munson, who died at a very young age of 32 during his playing days in 1980. The card on the right there, 1979 Topps, is actually his last card in the hobby. I mean, Munson still may get in. He was a 7-time All-Star and won an MVP, and very important key contributor for the 70s Yankees teams that won a couple World Series. But as of now, he is still not in. You're looking at 3 of his cards there: 1977 Topps, 1978 Topps, and 1979 Topps. His most valuable card from the era is the 1975 Topps. If you want to pick one of these up in a PSA 8, it's going to cost you about $86 today. Next up is the Hawk Andre Dawson rookie card, 1977 Topps. He shares it with some other guys. You can see Denny Walling had a long career, but this card is Andre Dawson's. Dawson is in the Hall of Fame, and he did a little bit of everything. Over 400 home runs, over 300 stolen bases, 8 gold gloves, won an MVP, etc., etc., etc. His rookie card here in a PSA 8 currently goes for about $122. Number 15 is a card from Johnny Bench, who is in the discussion for greatest catcher of all time. You're looking at 3 of his cards there: 1975 Topps, 1977 Topps, 1979 Topps. Bench has all sorts of accomplishments to his name: 14-time All-Star, 10 Gold Gloves, 2 MVPs, won 2 World Series, and is obviously in the Hall of Fame. His most valuable card from the era, 1976 Topps. 76 Topps was a highly conditioned, sensitive set, often came with surface issues. But PSA 8 copies of the PSA 8 today will cost you about $128. Number 14 is our second non-Hall of Famer, Dale Murphy, whose rookie card is 1977 Topps. Like the Dawson, he shares it with a few other guys. Rick Cerone had a respectable career, but again, like the Dawson, this card is Dale Murphy's. Murphy was a very popular player for the Atlanta Braves, won 2 MVPs, and his rookie card in a PSA 8 today will cost you about $131. Next up, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, His rookie card is from 1969, so these are, again, sort of in the mid part of his career. He spent the early part of his career with the A's and then switched over to the Yankees, eventually playing some games with the Angels towards the end of his career. But add that all up and you get 5 World Series titles, 14 All-Stars, and he actually still ranks 14th all-time in career home runs. His most valuable card from the era is the 1975 Topps, where he was with the A's. PSA 8 value today currently going for about $132. Number 12 is Mike Schmidt, who probably most would argue is the greatest third baseman of all time. His rookie card's from 1973, so this is sort of in the early part of his career, 76, 77, and 78 there in the photo. His most valuable card from the era is the 1975 Topps. Look at the PSA 9 value there. This is why I had to use PSA 8s, because PSA 9, some of the pop counts are just so low that the card's prices are wildly inflated. PSA 9 copies of this card going for over $1,000, but PSA 8's going for about $156. Number 11 is Jim Rice, rookie card 1975. Jim Rice played his entire career for Boston. He's in the Hall of Fame. Won an MVP, 8-time All-Star. Very impressive career. Interesting little tidbit about this card for any of you who like tidbits. John Scott there in the lower right. I recognize the name. He was actually on the Andre Dawson rookie card we saw earlier. He only played about 100 games in the majors, only played in parts of 3 different seasons, but managed to appear on the rookie cards of 2 Hall of Famers. But anyway, back to Jim Rice here. His PSA 8 rookie card going for $173 today. PSA 9's approaching $1,000. Number 10 is our third catcher on the list, Gary Carter, rookie card 1975 Topps. Like a bunch of guys, he shares his rookie with some other guys here, but Gary Carter is the driving force of this card's value. Gary Carter, Hall of Famer, played for mainly the Expos and the Mets, won the 1986 World Series, and was an 11-time All-Star. His rookie card here in a PSA 8 will currently cost you about $176, and as you can see, PSA 9s have crossed over 4 figures. Number 9 is our first card from 1978, Eddie Murray rookie. Murray played the majority of his career with the Baltimore Orioles and is one of only 5 players with 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. You can see his rookie card here comes with a nice Topps All-Star rookie trophy there on the front. And a PSA 8, this card will run you about $178 today. PSA 9 values, you can see, approaching $1,500. Number 8 is our third and final non-Hall of Famer on the list, Pete Rose, whose rookie is from 1963. So these cards are sort of mid to late in his career. You can see the 75, 77, and the 78. Rose is the all-time hits leader in Major League Baseball history, but obviously gambling has kept him out of the Hall of Fame. His most valuable card from the era, 1976 Topps. PSA 8 copies currently selling for just short of $200, $192 to be exact. Number 7 is 1976 Topps Dennis Eckersley rookie. Eckersley retired as the all-time leader in career saves. He no longer holds that title. It still ranks in the top 5, but at the time of his retirement was widely considered the greatest reliever in Major League Baseball history. His rookie card here, 1976 Topps. Look at the PSA 9 value approaching $2,000. That's because this card is really tough to get in high grade. Often comes with surface issues, but on a PSA 8 you can get it for about 10% of that, $218. Next up is the only vintage baseball card ever to feature the rookie cards of 2 Hall of Famers on the same card. 1978 Topps number 707. You got Paul Molitor there in the upper right and Alan Trammell in the lower left. Both of those are Hall of Famers. Molitor played most of his career for the Brewers, got over 3,000 hits, and Trammell played his entire career for the Tigers, one of the top shortstops of his generation. This card also really tough to get in high grade, often comes with smudges down at the bottom. PSA 8 is currently going for $219. Getting into the top 5, number 5 is 1975 Topps Robin Yount rookie. Yount played his entire career for the Milwaukee Brewers, would probably be considered the greatest Milwaukee Brewer of all time. I guess Paul Molitor, who we just saw, would be the other one to consider, but Yount had over 3,000 hits. He's in the Hall of Fame and 2 MVP awards. His rookie card's in the very popular 1975 Topps set. And look at the values there. PSA 9 is going for over $3,000. This is a tough card to get in high grade, like many of the cards at the top of this list. But on a PSA 8, you can pick one up for about 10% that price, $310. Number 4 is a card from Hammerin' Hank Aaron. Aaron's rookie card was all the way back in 1954, and his last card is the one there in the middle, 1976 Topps. So these are at the very tail end of his career. Like I said, the 76 Topps is his last card. The other two cards you see here are on the left when he sets the all-time home run record, which he still ranks number 2 all-time, and on the right is when he set the all-time RBI career record, which he still holds today. Pretty incredible. Still 45 years later, still owns that record despite all the great players who have come since. His most valuable card from this era is 1975 Topps. PSA 8s currently going for about $393. If I had used PSA 9s as the ranking for this list, this card would have landed at number 1. Look at that PSA 9 value of this card, over $7,000. Number 3, our all-time strikeout king, Nolan Ryan, whose rookie was 1968. These cards are basically right in the smack dab middle of his career. You're looking at the 76 Topps, 78 Topps, and 79 Topps. This is when he played for the Angels, but he had a career that spanned 4 different teams. He had success with all 4, the Mets, the Angels, the Astros, and at the end, the Rangers. And Ryan had 7 no-hitters, all sorts of crazy accomplishments. 7 no-hitters, 5,000 plus strikeouts, still ranks number 1 all-time in both those categories. His most valuable card from the era, 1975 Topps, number 500 here. PSA 8's going for $403. PSA 9's going for about $3,000. All right, we're down to the top 2 now, and the silver medal goes to Ozzie Smith, rookie card, 1979 Topps. And in fact, this is the only card on the list from 1979 Topps. Smith, obviously in the Hall of Fame, he played most of his career for the Cardinals, although a few of the early years with the San Diego Padres. Generally considered to be the greatest fielding shortstop of all time. Ozzie Smith won, more Gold Gloves than I have fingers, so I lost count. His rookie card here in a PSA 8, $412. This card is notoriously impossible to find in high grade, often has major surface issues and centering problems. PSA 9's going to cost you about $3,000 today. PSA 10s, of which there are very few, are well into the multiple 5 figures. And our most valuable card from 1975 to 1979 baseball is George Brett's 1975 Topps rookie. Brett played his entire career for the Kansas City Royals. He won an MVP, 3 batting titles, a World Series, all sorts of accomplishments. Once hit .390 over the course of an entire season. Brett's rookie card is from the very popular 1975 Topps set, and like most cards in the set, is very condition sensitive, tough to get in high grade. PSA 9s will cost you over $4,000 today, but in a PSA 8, it tops our list, coming in at $763. So that's it, the top 20 most valuable baseball cards from 1975 to 1979. The top 20 included 17 Hall of Famers and 11 rookie cards. I left a trivia question in the comments. It's the first comment you'll see pinned at the top for any baseball card vintage nerds who want to have a little fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you again next time. Thanks, guys.